Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum student. Today I am going to solve IGCSE paper 4 October-November 2024 variant 3. Before starting this paper, I request you please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button. Let's start. Question number 1. Dinari sells fruits and vegetable. One day the mass and fruit vegetable he sell in ratio fruit ratio vegetable 9:8. He sells 48 kg of vegetable, the mass of fruit he sells. Look here, the ratio between fruit and vegetable is 9:8, and the actual value, we suppose that for fruit will be 9x and the vegetable will be 8x. Here the vegetable mass is 48 kg, therefore this vegetable 8x value will be equal to 48 and x equal to 48 over 8, and this will be equal to 6. And we have to calculate mass of fruit. The mass of fruit will be equal to 9x, and this will be equal to 9 into 6, and this is equal to 54, and 54 kg is the answer. Part B, on another day he receives $280 for fruit and vegetable. He sells $280 in the ratio fruit ratio vegetable. Find the amount he received from selling the fruit. Look here. Here is the total amount he receives, $280. He divides this value in the ratio C plus 3 ratio C minus 1. Therefore, sum of ratio here will be equal to C plus 3 plus C minus 1, and this value will be equal to total value he receive, and this is C plus 3 plus C minus 1 will be equal to 280, and this will be equal to 2C plus 2 equal to 280, and therefore we can write 2AC will be equal to 280 minus 2, and this will be equal to 278. 2c equal to 278, and c will be equal to 278 divided by 2, and this will be equal to 139. Here the value we have to calculate the amount he received from selling the fruit. The fruit value here is c plus 3, and this is the ratio value, and therefore C here is 139 and plus 3, and this will be equal to 142, and this is the $142 will be the amount he received for the selling of fruit. Part C, 1 week Dinari buys fruit and vegetable for $16.20. He sells the fruit and vegetable for $17.50. Calculate his profit. To calculate profit percent, the profit percent will be equal to profit over cost price multiplied by 100. Here the profit is the difference between selling price minus cost price. This will be equal to profit. And here the selling price of fruit is $17.50. Cost price is $16.20. Therefore, the profit here is $130 is the profit, and therefore we write here is the profit is $130, and this is the cost price $16.20 divided by $16.20 multiplied by 100, and this value will be equal to 130 divided by 1620 multiply 100. This is equal to 8.02, and this is 8.02% will be the answer. Part D, in another day, week Dinari sells fruit and vegetable 1738, and he makes profit $10. Calculate the amount he paid for the fruit and vegetable in that week. And look here, this is the value is the sale price, and here we have to calculate cost price, And you know sale price equal to cost price plus profit. And here is the sale price is 1738 and cost price we write as it is, and profit here is the 10% of cost price. We suppose that the cost price is X, therefore we write 1738 equal to X plus 10% mean 10 over 100. Cost price is X, we write 10 over 100 into X, and this value equal to 1X plus 0.1X. When we divide 1 over 10 in, we get 0.1 equal to 1738. And this is 1.1x equal to 1738. And 1738 is divided by 1.1. 1738 divided by 1.1, we get 1580. And the x equal to 1580, and this is the cost price. And this is the amount he paid for fruit, and we write here is 1580. This is the answer. Question number 2, part A is the 0.37, B is minus 1.5. Find the coordinate of midpoint of AB. The midpoint of AB, let M be the midpoint of AB, and this value will be equal to x1 plus x2 over 2 and y1 plus y2 over 2. And here is the x1, y1 are the coordinate of first endpoints, and x2, y2 are the coordinates of second endpoints. And we can write this 3 plus minus 1 over 2 and 5 plus 7 over 2, and this will be equal to 3 minus 1 is 2 over 2, this is 1, and this is 12 over 2, and this is 1, and 6 are the coordinate of midpoint. We write here is 1, 6. Next, write AB column vector. The AB column vector equal to OB minus OA. The column vector OB will be minus 1, 5. And the column vector of OA, here the coordinate of A is 3, 7. Therefore, the column vector will be 3, 7. And we can write this minus 1, minus 3, 5, minus 7. And this will be equal to minus 4, minus 2. And this is the answer of column vector AB. Next, part third, AC equal to 3BA, find the coordinate of C. Let the coordinate of C is AB, and we can write in column vector form OC is AB. And we have to calculate coordinate of C. Firstly, we have to calculate the column vector OC. Look here, AC equal to 3 times of BA, and we can write this OC minus OA, and this is 3 into OA minus OB. And we can write this OC minus OA equal to 3OA minus 3OB. And OC will be equal to 3OA minus 3OB. And we shift the minus OA from left to right side, it becomes plus OA. And this OC will be equal to 3 times of 3OA plus 1OA is 4OA minus 3OB. And we write column vector OA, the coordinate of A is 3, 7. Therefore, column vector of OA will be 3, 7. The OB here is, the coordinates of B is minus 1, 5. Therefore, the column vector will be minus 1, 5. And we simplify this value becomes 12. And 4 times 7 is 28 minus 3 times minus 1 minus 3, 3 times 5 is 15, And we can write this 12 plus minus minus plus 12 plus 3, 28 minus 15, and this will be equal to 12 plus 3 is 15, 28 minus 15 is 13. Therefore, the column vector is 15, 13. The coordinate of C will be 15, 30. This is the answer. Part first of part B, rotate shape P through 180 about 0.41. This is the 0.41. This is the shape P. And these are the endpoints of shape P. We name it as R, A, B, and C. Now we will rotate the shape P. Firstly, we will rotate this line AR through 180. This will be the 180-degree rotation, and this will be the position of image point of point A. This we name it as A dash because when we rotate AR, this distance from R to A is 3 units. Therefore, when we rotate 180, this distance will be also 3 units, 1, 2, and 3. This is the position of image point of A. Second, we will rotate the point B through 180, and to get the image point of point B, we will join B to R. When we join B to R, we get a line BR. This line BR, when we rotate 180 degree, the position of B dash R will be here. Look here, this is 1, 2, 3 unit. Therefore, we mark 1, 2, and this is 3 unit. This will be the rotation of B through 180 degree, and this is B dash. Now we raise all others line here, and this the third point we can get if we rotate this CR line through 180. Look here, this line CR, when we rotate 180 degree, distance from C to R is 1 and 2 unit. Therefore, when we rotate 180, the position of C dash R will be, this is 1 unit and this is 2 unit. This will be the position of C dash. We raise joining line and we get 3 points, B dash, C dash, A dash. And the fourth point, it is invariant point because this point lie on the center of rotation. To get the image, we will join all these lines. Look here, this when we join A to B dash, B to C dash, and C dash to R, and A dash to R, we get the image. Next, we will second part, reflect shape P in the line y equal to x plus 2. Reflection of this shape P in the line y equal to x plus 2. Firstly, we will draw the line y equal to x plus 2. Take some points x to draw the line. Let x equal to 0. The value of y will be equal to 0 plus 2 is 2. If we take x is equal to minus 2, then y will be equal to 0. Now we join these points 0, 2. This is the position 0, 2. And this is minus 2, 0. This will be the position of minus 2, 0. We will draw the line by joining these points. And this is the line y equal to x plus 2. And we have to reflect the shape P in the line y equal to x plus 2. Firstly, we will take the reflection point of A. To get the reflection point A, we will join the point A to this line, and the distance of A to this line is 1 unit diagonally. We will take diagonally 1 unit on other side. This will be the diagonally 1 unit other side. This will be the position of reflection of A through this line. This is, we name it as A double dash. Next, point B. The reflection of point B will be the position is same as here because this is invariant point, it lies on the reflected line, and this is P double dash, same position. Next is the point C, and look here, this is the third point C, and the reflection of point C will be This is the distance of point C from this line. Look here, this is 1 unit diagonally, and we take the 1 unit diagonally on other side. This will be the reflection of C, and we name it as C double dash, and we raise all others line here. And next we will take the reflection of this point from this line. Look here, this distance is 2 point diagonally away from right side. We will take 2.5 unit away on other sides to get the image. This will be the position of the image point of this R, and we name it as R double dash. We join all these points to get the reflected figure and in the line y equal to x plus 2, and we join all these points, and this is the reflected shape of shape P in the line y equal to x plus 2. We name it as P double dash. Next, part third, describe fully single transformation that maps shape P onto Q. Look here, the size of the shape is not same, therefore this is the enlargement, and to get the center of enlargement we will join the object points of shape P to its corresponding image points of Q. By joining these 2 points we will get a line and take the other points. This is the second point of the object P, and this is the image of enlarged shape. And when we join these 2 points, we get a line, and both line intersects this position, and this position is the center of enlargement. The coordinate of this enlarged center of enlargement is 3, 3, and after getting this center of enlargement, we will see the scale factor of a large figure. We will take the ratio of the image point and the object point from the center of enlargement. We take the image point on this enlarged figure, and we name this point as A dash. Corresponding point of this image point on object is A. Now we will take the ratio EA dash. Our EA will be the scale factor. Look here, this distance is 1 unit. This point A is 2 unit left side from E, therefore this is -2, therefore scale factor will be -1/2. We write here, this is the transformation is enlargement. Center of enlargement, E is 3, 3, and the scale factor is -1/2. Question 3, part A. Ed invest $500 in account paying R% per year simple interest. At the end of 14 year, the total amount adds account 675. Find the value of R. Look here, this is the investment amount. We name it as P is $500, and the rate here we have to calculate, and the time here is 14 year, and the amount after 14 year will be 675. Here the simple interest will be equal to amount after 14 year minus principal amount. This is 675 minus 500. This will be equal to 175. And the interest formula here is PR over 100 into T. To calculate the value of R, we will substitute the value in this formula. Here the I is 175, P is 500, and R we write as it is, divided by 100. Time here is 14 year, and we can simplify this. 500 divided by 100, we get 5. 5 times 14 is 70. And 175, our 70 will be the rate. We can calculate this value, and this value will be equal to 2.5%, and this is the rate we have to calculate. Part B, why invest $400 at a rate of 2.2% per year compound interest? Calculate total interest. Calculate the total interest earned at the end of 11 years. To calculate the total interest at the end of 11 years, firstly we will calculate the amount after 11 years. Look here, the formula is A equal to P into 1 plus R over 100 whole power T. And we write T is 400 and R here is 2.2 over 100. Time here is 11. And we can write 400 into 1 plus 2.2 over 100 is 0.022 whole power 11, and this will be equal to 400 into 1.022 whole power 11, and this will be equal to 508.18. Look here, this is 400 into 1.022 whole power 11, this is 508.18, and the interest will be equal to A minus P, and here A is 5018.18 minus principal amount is 400, and this value will be equal to $108.18, and this is the answer. Part C, Erin invests $700 at a rate of P% per month compound interest. At the end of 21 year of Erin investment is 1,074. Calculate correct to nearest dollar. Calculate the value of P. Look here, the total investment here is 700 and the time here 21 year, and the percentage amount here is P% per month is the rate. Therefore, the time we will take in months, here this is 21 year, and we will take in month 21 into 12, this will be equal to 252 months. And we have to calculate the value of P, and we will use the compound interest formula. This is amount to be paid in compound interest, A equal to P plus 1 plus R over 100 whole power T. This P is the initial value or principal amount. This is 700. R is P. We write P over 100. And time here is 252. The amount paid here is 1074 after 21 years. Therefore, we write here is 1074 over 700 equal to 1 plus P over 100 whole power 252. And we write this value here, 1074 divided by 700. This will be equal to 1.534 equal to 1 plus P over 100 whole power 252. We take 252 root 1.534 on left side, and we will take 252 root of 1 plus P over 100, 252. This will be cancelled, and this value 1 plus P over 100 will be equal to 252 root of 1.0017, and we write P over 100 equal to 1.0017 minus 1, and this will be equal to 0.0017 P over 100, then P will be equal to 100 multiply 0.0017, and this will be equal to 0.17. 0.17 is the answer. Question 4, part A, box contains 50 cubites. Each cubite mass 135 gram. Total mass of cubite in box is 7 kg. Calculate the mass of the box. Give your answer in gram. To calculate mass of the box, we will suppose that the mass of the box equal to x gram. Look here, the total mass of cuboid and box is 7 kg. We can write this mass of 50 cuboid plus mass of box. That will be equal to 7 kg. 1 cuboid mass is 135 gram. Therefore, 50 cuboid mass will be 50 multiplied by 135 gram. And here the mass of box x gram and the total mass is 7 kg. We will write in gram. That's equal to 7,000 gram. And here this value will be equal to 6,750 gram plus x gram equal to 7,000 gram. And here this value x will be equal to 7,000 minus 6,750, and here this value will be equal to 250 gram will be the value of mass of the box. Question 4, part B, a solid cube of side 4 centimeter is fixed to the base inside an empty cube of 6 centimeter. What is poured into the large cube until it reaches the top of smaller cube? Calculate the amount of water poured into the large cube. Look here, this is the large cube having 6 centimeter length, and this is the smaller cube which is placed inside the large cube, and water is poured into the large cube until its water level reaches the top of the smaller cube. To calculate this water, firstly we will calculate the volume of the container at which the water level reaches. Look here, this is the position of container at which the water reaches. Firstly, we will calculate this volume of container at which the water level reaches. This is the volume of container at which water level reach. That will be equal to base area into height. Here the base of the water level. Look here, this is the base area will be here. This length is 6 centimeter. This is also 6 centimeter. But the height will be here is 4 centimeter because the water level reaches at this smaller cube top. Therefore, this height will be 4. We will write base area 6 into 6 and this height is 4. Therefore, this will be equal to 144 centimeter cube. And we can calculate volume of water. This will be equal to this volume of container at which the water level reaches, that is 144 minus the volume of cube, smaller cube, volume of smaller cube. Because this cube is placed inside the water, therefore we will subtract this volume. Therefore, this will be equal to 144 minus the volume of this smaller cube is 4 into 4 into 4. And this will be equal to 144 minus 64, and this will be equal to 80 centimeter cube, and this is the answer. Part C, the diagram shows a solid triangular prism of length 20 centimeter. Cross section is an equilateral triangle with side length 4 centimeter. The prism is made of wood with density 0.85 gram per cubic centimeter. Calculate the mass of the prism. The mass of the prism will be equal to density multiplied by volume. And here the density given here is 0.85, but the volume is not given here. Therefore, firstly we will calculate the volume of the prism. The volume of the prism equal to base area into height. Base is the cross section of the prism. The cross section of the prism is equilateral triangle. The base area equal to area of the equilateral triangle. Here this is the equilateral triangle. Therefore, each side will be 4 centimeter and each angle will be 60 degree. Therefore, area of this triangle will be equal to 1 over 2 AB sine C will be the formula we will use to calculate the area of this equilateral triangle. Here the length of two sides given here is 4 and the angle between them is 60. Sine 60, we can write this 8 into sine 60 is under root 3 over 2. Therefore, we write here is the base area under root 3 over 8 into under root 3 over 2 into height. Height is the distance between two cross sections, and this distance here is A 20 centimeter, the first cross section, and this distance equal to 20 centimeter. We write here is 20, and this will be equal to 80 under root 3 is the volume. Therefore, we write here is the volume is 80 under root 3, and this value will be equal to 117.79. Yeah, you can say 117.8 gram will be the mass of the prism. Question 4, part D. The diagram shows a solid cone with radius 10 centimeter, height is 24 centimeter. Show that the total surface area of cone is 1131 centimeter square. Look here, this is the cone, and the total surface area of cone will be equal to curved surface area of cone and area of base of cone. Here the curved surface area of cone formula is pi RL and a base area is equal to pi r square. Therefore, this will be equal to pi r into L plus r. Here the radius is 10 centimeter. We write 10 in replace of r, and the slant length is not given here, and the radius is 10. We will write 10. Firstly, we will calculate the slant length of this cone. After calculate the value, we can calculate total surface area of cone. Look here, this is the slant length. This is the right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, the slant length is the hypotenuse. Therefore, the hypotenuse square will be equal to base square, base is 10, plus perpendicular square, this is 24 square. Therefore, length will be equal to square root of 100 plus 24 square, and this will be equal to 26. We write it 10 pi into 26 plus 10 because the slant length here is 26, and this will be equal to 36 into 10 pi. This will be 360 pi. Look here, this is 360 into 3.142. The value of pi is 3.142. Therefore, the answer is 1131.1. Therefore, we write 1131.1. This is the total surface area of the cone, and we have to prove the area of cone is 1131, and we can write this value is equal to 1131, and this is the value of area, total surface area of cone, hence it is proved. Next part of this question here is total surface area of cone is painted. The cost of the paint of cone is $1.71. Calculate the cost of paint 1 centimeter square of the cone. Look here, the total surface area of cone is 1131 centimeter square. To paint this area, the cost of the paint is $1.71, and we have to calculate the paint cost of 1 centimeter square. Therefore, 1 centimeter square paint cost will be equal to 1.71 over 1131, and we can calculate this value. This value will be equal to 1.71 divided by 1131. This is 0.0 $100,151, and we have to calculate the answer in cent. We will multiply this value by 100. This value will be converted into cent, and this will be equal to 0.15 cent. Part B, one tin of paint enough to paint cover 2.5 meters square. Calculate number of these cones can be painted completely using 1 tin of paint. Look here, the area covered from the 1 tin of paint is 2.5 meters square. Firstly, we will convert this area into centimeter square. Here, this value is 2.5 meters square area, and this will be equal to 2.5 multiplied by 10,000. This value will convert into centimeter square. And you know, meter, when you convert meter into centimeter, we will multiply by 100. When you convert this value meter square into centimeter square, you will multiply this value 100 into 100. Therefore, this value become 2,500 centimeter square is the area covered in 1 tin of paint. And here the area of one cone here is 1131 centimeter. One cone area is 1131 centimeter square. Here we write number of cone 1, the area is 1131 centimeter square. When the area is 2500 centimeter square, the number of cone we suppose that x, and we can calculate this value by using arrow method. In this method, we will take the ratio x over 1 will be equal to 25,000 over 1131. Look here, 25,000 divided by 1131 is equal to 22.1. Therefore, 22 cones can be painted from the 1 tin of paints. And this is the answer. Question 5 Part A. Nomi runs 100 meter in 50 seconds. Calculate Nomi average speed in kilometer per hour. Look here, average speed equal to distance divided by time. Here the distance in 100 meter and the time here is 15 seconds. We will convert this value in kilometer. When we convert the value from meter to kilometer, we will divide this value by 1000. Therefore, we write 100 over 1000. And here the average speed in kilometer per hour. Therefore, we will convert this time in from second into hours. We convert second to hours. We will divide this value by 3600. When we divide this value by 3600, this value will convert into hours. Therefore, we write 10 over 1000 kilometer divided by 15 over 3600 hours, and this will be equal to 1 over 10. And this is 15 times 1 is 15, 15 times 240 is 3600. We write 1 over 10 divided by 1 over 240, and this will be equal to 1 over 10 multiply 240 over 1, and this speed will be equal to 240 over 10 is 24, and this is 24 kilometer per hour is the speed of the Nomi running. This is the answer. Next, part B. Part B, Olive runs for 45 minutes at a speed of 9.5 km per hour. He runs 8.1 km at a speed of 7.5 km per hour. Calculate average speed of the whole run. Look here, this is the average speed. A formula is the average speed of the whole journey is total distance divided by total time. Here are two parts of the journey. First part, the time is T1 here is 45 minutes and the distance here is not given. In the second part of journey, the time distance here is, we name it as T2 is 8.1 kilometer, but the time is not given here. This is T2. Firstly, we will calculate the distance in the first part of journey. Look here, T1 is 45 minutes and the average speed here is 9.5 kilometer per hour. And we can calculate the distance. Distance will be equal to speed multiplied by time. Speed here is 9.5 kilometer per hour and the time here is 45 minutes. We will convert into hours. We will divide this value by 60. We get this value in hour. We can divide this fraction by 15. 15 times 3 is 45. 15 times 4 is 60. We write here is this value is equal to 0.75, or we write here is 0.75. This value will be equal to 7.125. We write here is 7.125 kilometer. And the next part of journey, we will calculate the time T2, and this value will be equal to, speed equal to distance divided by time. Therefore, time will be equal to distance over speed. And this distance T2, when we divide this D2 divided by speed, here the second part of journey, the speed here is 7.5 kilometer per hour. Time will be equal to distance here is 8.1 kilometer divided by 7.5 kilometer per hour. This value will be equal to 8.1 divided by 7.5, and this will be equal to 1.08. 1.08 R will be the T2, and therefore we can calculate the total time and total distance T1. The total distance will be equal to D1 plus T2. D1 here is 7.125 plus D2 here is 8.1, and we can write this 15.2251 kilometer, and the time here is T1 plus T2, and this is T1. Look here, this is T1 time, and this T1 time is 0.75, and T2 is 1.08, and we can write this 1.23 hours, and we can calculate average speed. This will be equal to total distance. This is 15.2251 divided by 1.23. Here the total distance will be D1 plus D2. D1 here is 7.125 plus here the distance D2 is 8.1 kilometer, and this value will be equal to 15.225 kilometer, and the total time will be equal to T1. This is 0.75 hours. This is the first journey time. This is 0.75 plus second time is 1.08, and this will be equal to 1.83 hours, and we can calculate the total journey average speed. The total distance here is 15.225 divided by total time 1.83, and this will be equal to 8.3196. 8.319, we can write this 8.32 hours kilometer per hour, and this is the answer. Now the part C. A train has length p meters. A train passes through a station of q meters. The speed of train is v kilometer per hour. Find expression for the time the train takes to complete pass through the station. Look here, this is the train length. This is p meter, and the train passes through the station. The length is q meter, and we have to calculate the time the train takes to completely pass through the station. Look here, the distance covered by the train when it passed through completely the station will be p plus q meter, and we have to calculate the time taken to complete pass through the station, and this time will be equal to distance over speed. Here the distance given here is p plus q in meter. We will convert into kilometer. This will be equal to p plus q divided by 1000. This value will convert into kilometer. Therefore, this value is p plus q over 1000 divided by speed. Speed here is v kilometer per hour, and we can write this p plus q over 1000 kilometer, and this division sign change into multiplication. Right side value will be reversed. Look here, this value is v over 1. We can write this 1 hours over v kilometer, and kilometer would be cancelled, and we can write this p plus q over 1000 v hours. We will convert the time from hour to into second. We will multiply this value by 3600. This value will be changed into second, and we can write p plus q over 1000 v into 3600 second, and 20 will be cancelled. This value will be 36 over 10 v into p plus q. We will divide 36 by 2, we get 18, and this value 10 is divided by 2, we get 5, and we can write this 18 over 5 into p plus q over v. This is the answer. Question 6 part A. Simplify 24u over 5y into 10 over 3u. Look here, u will be cancelled, and we can write this 240 5y multiplied by 3, and we can divide this value. 2 times 80 is 240, and therefore 80 over 5 y, and we can divide this 80 by 5. We get 5 times 16 is 80, and therefore we write 16, and 5 times 1 is 5. Therefore the answer is 16 over y. And next is the part B. Expand, simplify this x minus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3. To simplify this equation, firstly we will expand last two factor. The last two factor is x plus 2 into x plus 3. We will multiply this. We will multiply x into x and x into 3. We get x squared plus 3x. Next we will multiply 2 by x and then 2 by 3. We get 2x plus 2 into 3 is 6. And we can write this x minus 1 into x squared plus 5x plus 6. We will expand this we will multiply x into x square, then x into 5x, and then x into 6. Therefore, we get x cubed plus x times 5x is 5x square, and x times 6 is 6x. And then minus 1 into x square is minus x square, minus 1 into 5x is minus 5x, and then minus 1 into 6 is minus 6. And we will simplify this expression. Here the x cube we will write as it is. 5x square minus x square is 4x plus 4x square plus 6x minus 5x is the plus 5x, and minus 6 we write as it is, and this is the answer. Now the part C. Part C, solve the equation 2x square plus x minus 5. Look here, this is the quadratic equation. The quadratic equation we can solve by using quadratic formula, and this quadratic equation 2x square plus x minus 5 equal to 0. We will compare this equation by ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. According to this quadratic equation, the quadratic formula here is x minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac square root over 2a. Here the a is the coefficient of x square is 2, b is the coefficient of x, here is 1, and c is the constant, we write minus 5. We will substitute these values in the quadratic formula. Here b is 1 and b square we write 1 square is 1 minus 4 into a is 2 into c is minus 5, and therefore 2a we write 2 into a is 2, and we can write this minus 1 plus minus, this is 1 plus 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 5 is 40, 40 over 4. We can write this value here is x equal to minus 1 plus square root 41 over 4, or x equal to minus 1 minus square root 41 over 4. And we can calculate this value. Look here, this value is minus 1 plus square root 41 over 4. This is equal to 1.35. We write 1.35. And the next value we can calculate. Look here, this is minus 1 minus square root 41 over 4. This value will be equal to minus 1.85. And this is minus 1.85. And here are the value of x is minus 1.85 and 1.35. This is the answer. Question 7, part A, first part, calculate the area of trapezium. The area of trapezium equal to 1 over 2 sum of parallel sides into height. Here is the parallel sides. Here are 9 and 8. We will add 9 plus 13 into height is the distance between these two parallel sides. This is 8. And this will be 2 times 4 is 8. And therefore, 9 plus 13 here is 22 multiplied by 4. This is equal to 88 centimeters square. Question 7, part second. The area of trapezium is 264 centimeters square. Show that this equation, and look here, the area of trapezium equal to 1 over 2 sum of parallel side. Parallel side here is y plus 1, and next parallel side is y plus 4. We will take the sum of these two parallel sides into height. Here the height is distance between these two parallel sides. This is y plus 2. And this area is 264. And we will simplify this equation. We get 1 over 2 into y plus y is 2y. 1 plus 4 is 5. And this is y plus 2. And 264, we will multiply this value. And we get 528 equal to 2y into y is 2y square plus 2y into 2 is 4y plus 5 into y is 5y plus 5 times 2 is 10, and this will be equal to 2y square plus 9y plus 10 minus 5 28, and this will be equal to 2y square plus 9y minus 518 equal to 0, and hence it is proved the area of trapezium is 2y square plus 9y minus 518 equal to 0. The next part of this question here is part B. Solve 2y square plus 9y minus 518 factorization. Find the value of y. We can factorize this equation by using midterm breaking method. In this method, firstly, we will write first term as it is and the last term minus 518 as it is. And the middle value we will write in form of two terms. Here we will subtract two values, the answer 9y, and these two values we can get by taking the factor of 2 times 518, and 2 times 518 is 1036. From this value we get the factor, and these two factor when we subtract the answer is plus 9. Look here, if we divide this value 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 5 is 20, and 4 times 9 is 36. And next we can divide this value by 7. We get 7 times 3 is 21, and 4 will be carried. This value 7 times 7 is 49. Look here, the factor is 4 into 2 15 and 28 into 37. We will use this factor 37 and 28. When we subtract these two values, we get 9. Therefore, we write 37y minus 28y, and this will be equal to 20y squared plus 37y minus 28y minus 518, and this will be equal to 0, and we take the common here. This is 2. Y is the common, this value become 2y plus 37, and here is the 14 will be common, this value will be 2y minus plus, and this is 14 times 37 is 518, therefore we write 37 equal to 0, and this 2y plus 37 will be the common in both value. Therefore, we write 2y plus 37 into y minus 14 equal to 0. And we can write this 2y plus 37 equal to 0. Therefore, 2y equal to minus 37. And the second value will be y minus 14 equal to 0. We write y equal to 14. And here the y, this value of y will be minus 37 over 2. And this will be equal to minus 18.5, and therefore the value of y here is 14 and minus 18.5, but this is the length, therefore we will take the positive value. This will be the answer. Part B, the diagram shows a sector of circle with radius 8 centimeter, angle is 75 degree. Find the perimeter of sector. Look here, this is the sector, and the perimeter of sector equal to total length around the shape. The total length around the shape here 2 radii, we write 2r plus the arc length. The arc length equal to theta over 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. We write the value of r here. This value is 2, r is 8. We write 2 into 8 plus theta is 75. We write 75 over 360 multiplied 2, pi value is 3.142. The radius is 8, we write 8, and we can calculate this value. Here we write 2 into 8 plus 75 in our 360 into 2 into 3.142. The pi value is 3.142 multiplied by 8, and this value will be equal to 26.47, and 26.47 or 26.5 in 3SF value. This will be the perimeter of sector. Part C, the diagram shows ABQP made from three straight line arc of sector of circle. The sector has center O and angle 90 degree. POQ is straight line. AP equal to PO equal to OQ equal to QB. This is OP. This length is OQ and this is QB. All lengths are 5 centimeter. And we have to calculate the area of ABQP. This area of ABQP having the area of sector plus area of two triangle APO and OBQ. We can write this area of ABQP will be equal to area of sector AOB plus area of triangle APO. The both triangle APO and BQO are same. Therefore, we can write this 2 times of area of triangle APO. Now the area of sector equal to theta over 360 multiply pi r square, and the area of APO will be 1 over 2 base into height. Here the angle here is 90 degree. This is area of sector angle is 90 over 360 multiply pi multiply r square. This length here is OA is the radius, and we can calculate this length OA by using the Pythagoras theorem. Therefore, here the base is 5, height is 5. This will be equal to 5 square plus 5 square square root. This is equal to square root 50. And we can write this value here is square root 50 whole square will be the radius, and next 2 into 1 over 2 this become 1, and base here is OP length. This OP length and height is AP, therefore we write OP is 5 into 5, and we can write this value here is 90 over 360 is 1 over 4. Therefore we write 50 over 4 pi plus 25, and we can write this 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 25 is 50. Therefore, this value will be equal to 25 plus 25 over 2 pi. This is the area, and we have to calculate the area in this form, A plus K pi, and this A is 25, K is 25 over 2 pi, and this is the answer. Question 8. Ghulam measures speed of each of 100 cars. The results are shown in the table. Ghulam draws a pie chart for this data, calculate the angle for this interval. To calculate the angle for this interval, firstly we have to know about the pie chart in which the data is represented in circle. Angle shows the data for each interval, and here the total cars, 100 cars. The 100 cars takes whole circle, and the whole circle having angle 360 degree. Therefore, we write for 100 cars, the angle will be 360 degree in this pie chart, and for one car, the angle will be 360 over 100. And here the interval 45 to 50, the total angle for this interval, we take 35 car against 35 car, the angle will be 360 over 100 multiplied by 35, and we can write this 0 0 will be cancelled, and 5 times 7 is 35, 5 times 2 is 10. We can write 36 over 2 into 7, and 2 times 18 is 36, and we can write 18 into 7, that will be equal to 126, and this is the 126 degree is the total angle for the speed when the speed is 45 to 50 km kilometer per hour. This will be the total angle for this interval, and this is 126 degree is the answer. Next is the part B. In question 8, part B, calculate an estimate of the mean speed. The mean speed formula here is the sum of values divided by total number of values. Look here, sum of values divided by total number of values. The total value, sum of values in group data will be equal to sum of product of n in f into x, and divided by total value is sum of frequency. Look here, the sum of frequency here is 100. We write 100 in replace of f, and to calculate the sum of product f into x, firstly we will calculate the x. X is the middle value of the data, middle value of the interval. The interval, first interval is 40 to 30. We will add 40 plus 30 divided by 2, we get 35. And next value we will get 40 plus 45 over 2. This will be equal to 42.5. And next this value will be 47.5. And this value will be equal to 60. We can calculate the sum of values if we multiply all these values and add these values, we get the sum of values. Look here, we can multiply 35 into 15, 42.5 into 20, 47.5 into 35, and 16 to 30. We will add all these values, we get 4837.5. Look here, we can get this if we multiply 35 into 14 plus 42.5 into 20 plus 20 into 47.5 and 47.5 into 35 plus 16 to 30, we get the value is 4837.5 divided by 100. This value will be equal to 48.375, and we write here the answer here is 48.375, and in 3SF value will be, this answer will be 48.4 kilometer per hour is the answer. Part C, complete the histogram, show the data in the table. Look here, this is the table and we have to complete the histogram. Histogram is the bar chart between the class interval and the frequency density. Here the one bar given in this histogram chart. To draw the histogram, firstly we will calculate the frequency density against each interval, and the frequency density is equal to frequency divided by class width. Therefore, we will calculate the class width of all these intervals. The class width is the difference between upper and lower bound value. Here the first class interval is 30 to 40. The difference between 40 to 30 is 10. Therefore, this class width of this interval will be 10. Next class interval width will be 5, and the next 45 to 50 will be 5, and 50 to 70 will be 20, and the frequency already given here. We will divide this frequency by class width. We get 15 over 10. This will be equal to 1.5. And next value, 20 over 5. This is equal to 5. 35 over 5. This is 7. And 30 over 20. This will be equal to 1.5. Now we will draw the bar. First bar having a width is 30 to 40 and the height will be 1.5. This is the position 1.5. Therefore, we will draw this line, and this shows the height of the bar will be 1.5. Next bar width is 40 to 45. Therefore, we write here is 45, and the height will be 4. This is already mentioned. And next, this third bar having the width 45 to 50 and the height will be 7. Therefore, we will draw the bar of height 7 and the class width here is 45 to 50 and this height is 7 and this width is 45 to 50 and the next bar width 50 to 70 and the height of bar is 1.5. Therefore, we will draw height is 1.5 and this class width is 50 to 70. And this is the histogram chart of this table. Number 9. A bag contains 5 white balls and 3 black balls. Part A. Marwan picks a ball from the bag at random and then replaces it. Find the probability that the ball is white. Now the probability of white ball will be equal to total number of white balls out of total balls. Here the white ball is 5 and the number of total balls 5 plus 3 is 8. Therefore the probability will be 5 over 8. Part second, Nomi picks a ball from the bag at random and then replaces it. She repeats this 120 times. Find the number of times the ball is expected to be white. And this is the expected frequency. We name it as expected probability, expected probability. This will be equal to n times the probability of white ball. Here n is the number of times the event occur. This is 120 times, therefore 120 into 5 over 8 and 120 is divided by 8, we get 15 and 15 times 5 is 75. Therefore, 75 times the ball will be white. Part B, Oscar picks a ball from the bag. He replaces it and picks a second ball from the bag. At random, find the probability the balls are same color. The balls are same color will be probability of white ball and probability of both balls are white or the probability of both ball are black. So we can write this probability of white W1 into W2 plus probability of B1 into B2. The probability of white ball here our white is 5. Out of 8 we write 5 over 8 and next ball we pick the first ball he replaced it, therefore the ball remains same, therefore the next white probability of white ball will be 5 over 8 also. And the probability of black ball when he picks first ball is black, here are 3 black balls out of 8, we write 3 over 8 into second black ball he picks after placing the first ball in the bag, therefore the black ball remains 3, therefore we write 3 over 8. And this will be equal to 25 over 64 plus 9 over 64 and this will be equal to 34 over 64 and we will divide this value by 2, we get 17 over 32 and this is the probability of the ball are same color. And next question is the find the probability that the balls are not same color. The probability of the balls not same color will be equal to 1 minus probability of ball same color. Same color. The probability of ball same color that's equal to 17 over 32, we write 1 minus 17 over 32. This will be equal to 32 minus 17 over 32. And this will be 15 over 32. And this is the answer of the ball not same color. Next is the Priya picks 3 of 8 balls from the bag at random without replacement. Find the probability that she picks 2 white ball and 1 black ball. Look here, the total white balls here are 5 and black balls here are 3. Total balls will be 8. The probability of white balls and 1 black balls This probability will be equal to probability of white ball, both first and second white balls, and next is black ball. Next here is the probability white ball and second ball is black and third ball is white. Or next probability possibility, the first ball is black and next ball is white, first white ball and the next third ball is white. These are three possibilities, therefore we will take three probabilities. First is probability of W1, W2 into B3 and W1 when the first pick the white ball is taken, this will be 5 out of 8 and total ball here are white. The remaining ball, when we pick one white ball, the remaining will be 4 white ball. Therefore, we write 4. Total ball become 4 over 3 is 7. We write 4 over 7. Next, if two balls already picked, therefore the white ball here will be 3 and black will be 3. Therefore, total will be 6. The black ball probability will be 3 out of 6. And next probability of white ball, if we pick white first ball, this will be 5 out of 8 and the remaining ball will be 7 and we will pick second ball is black. This here will be the black ball will be 3, therefore 3 out of 7. And next, if the third ball is white, the remaining ball will be 6. And the white ball, we already one a ball is picked already, and we do not replace this ball. Therefore, the remaining white ball will be 4. We write 4 out of 6. And next here is the probability of black ball. There are black is 3 out of 8 and the probability of white ball will be white ball is 5 but one ball is already picked is black, therefore the remaining ball will be 7. We write 5 over 7 and the last third ball if we take is white, therefore the total ball remaining here total balls are 6 and the white balls we already one ball white is already picked, therefore when one ball is already picked the remaining ball will be 4. We write 4 out of 6 and we can calculate this value. You can write this 5 times 4 is 20, 20 times 3 is 60. Our 8 into 7 into 6, we can write this 336 plus this will be 5 times 3 is 15, 15 times 4 60, our 336 and next is 360 our 336 and we can write this 60 plus 60 plus 60, this is 180 over 336 and we can write this 6 times 30 is 180 and 6 times 5 56 is 36 and we can divide this value by 6 and divide this value by 2 we get 15 over 28 and this is the probability of parts C. Question 10, the diagram shows a sketch of the graph. A point A is the point -1 0, B is the point 2 3. Find the derivative 3 plus 2x minus x squared. This is the point -1 0 and this is the point is 2 3 and we have to calculate the derivative of 3 plus 2x minus x squared. We write here is d over dx of 3 plus 2x minus x squared. The derivative of constant is 0 and the derivative of 2x will be 2 into derivative of x is 1. The derivative of x square will be 2 we write as a coefficient of x and we will subtract the power from 2 we get 2 minus 1 and we use this formula x power n d over dx of x power n equal to x power n minus n into x power n minus 1. We use this formula and this value become 2 minus 2 x power 1 and this is the derivative of this expression. Next, show that the equation of tangent of A is y equal to 4x plus 4. The equation of tangent line will be y equal to mx plus c. Here m is the gradient of tangent line. The gradient of tangent line at point A is dy over dx at x equal to A. And you know d over dx here is given 2 minus 2x. Therefore, we can write dy over dx equal to 2 minus 2x, and the value of dy over dx at x equal to a, this is a point here is minus 1 0. Therefore, x will be equal to minus 1, and we can write this 2 minus 2 into minus 1, and this value will be 2 plus 2, and this is 4. We write m is 4, and therefore the equation will be equal to y equal to 4x plus c. To calculate c, we will substitute this value at which we take the equation of tangent. This point is minus 1 0. We will substitute here. The y is 0, x is 4, x is minus 1. We can write 0 equal to 4 minus 1 plus c. Therefore, c will be equal to plus 4. And we can write this equation y equal to 4x. c here is 4. We write plus 4, and hence it is verified, it is proved. The equation of tangent at A is 4x plus 4. Part second, the line L is perpendicular to this line 4x plus 4, and the line L passes through point B. Find the equation of the line L. The equation of line L will be equal to y equal to mx plus c. Here is the gradient m. This gradient m will be equal to negative reciprocal of the gradient of given line. The gradient of given line. The given line gradient here is the coefficient of x. This is m equal to this m here is 4. Therefore, we write here is minus 1 over 4. And we can write this equation y equal to minus 1 over 4x plus c. And c we can calculate the, if we substitute the value of point B, the value of point B here is, point B is 2, 3. Therefore, this perpendicular line is passing through the point B. Therefore, we will substitute this point B value here. This y coordinate is 3, x coordinate is 2. Therefore, this value equal to 3 equal to minus 1 over 4 into 2 plus c, and this will be equal to 1 minus 1 over 2, c equal to minus 1 over 2 plus c, and therefore 3 equal to minus 1 over 2 plus c, and therefore c will be equal to 3 plus 1 over 2, and this will be equal to 7 over 2, and we will write equation here y equal to minus 1 over 4x plus 7 over 2, and this is the equation, this is the equation of the line L, and this is the answer. Find the coordinate of maximum point on the graph y equal to 3 plus 2x minus x square. To calculate the maximum point of the graph, firstly we will calculate the turning point of the graph. The turning point of the graph is the gradient of tangent line equal to 0. We will take this value, and we already calculate dy over dx. This is 2 minus 2x. When we take 2 minus 2x equal to 0, this 2x will be equal to 2 and x equal to 1. At this point, we will take the value of second derivative of this function. The dy over dx here is 2 minus 2x, and we will calculate second derivative, d square y over dx square. This will be equal to the derivative of constant is 0. The derivative of minus 2x will be minus 2 into 1. This will be equal to minus 2. And for x equal to 1, the second derivative d square y over dx square will be remain minus 2 because for all values second derivative is negative. Therefore, we write this value is less than 0. When the second derivative is less than 0, the turning point will be maximum. Therefore, we write the turning point at x equal to 1 is the maximum point. This is the answer. Question 11, part A, find g of minus 3. We can calculate g of minus 3. We will substitute the value of x as a minus 3 in this equation. We get g of minus 3 equal to 1 minus 2 into minus 3, and this value will be equal to 1 plus 2 into 3 is 6. This is equal to 7. Part B, find f of x, g of x plus f of g of x. Look here, the f of x value is 2x plus 5 and g of x value here is 1 minus 2x. We will substitute 1 minus 2x, and f of g of x, we write f of g of x value is 1 minus 2x plus 1, we write as it is, and we will multiply this value. We get 2x minus plus 2x minus 2x is minus 4x square, and 5 into 1 is plus 5, and plus 5 into minus 2x, this will be equal to minus 10x, plus f of minus 1 minus 2x. Look here, f of x is 2x plus 5. We write 2x plus 5. In replace of x, we write 1 minus 2x, and plus 1 we write as it is, and we can calculate this. 2x minus 8, 10x is minus 8x, and minus 4x square plus 5, and 2 times 1 is 2, plus minus minus 2 times 2 is 4x, and plus 6. We can calculate this. 4x square, we write minus 4x square, minus 8x minus 4x, this is minus 12x, and plus 5 plus 2 plus 7 plus 7 plus 6, this will be equal to plus 13. We write here is plus 13, and this is the solution of part B. Part C, find g inverse of x. Look here, g of x equal to 1 minus 2x. We can write this g of x equal to y, and therefore x will be equal to g inverse of y. To calculate the inverse function, we will make the subject x as a subject. Now look here, we can write this g of x is equal to y, and y equal to 1 minus 2x, and we will make the subject x. To calculate g inverse of x, we can write this 2x equal to 1 minus y. We will shift from 2x from right to left side, it become plus 2x, and the x will be equal to 1 minus y over 2, and we can write this in replace of x is g inverse of y, and the right side value we write y minus y over 2, and to get the g inverse of x, we will replace x with we will replace y with x. We can write this g inverse of x will be equal to 1 minus x over 2, and this is the answer. Next is the part D, find h of 1. Part D, find h of 1. H of x here is 1 over x plus 1. Then h of 1 will be equal to 1 over 1 plus 1. This will be equal to 1 over 2. Next, we have to calculate h of 1. Therefore, this will be equal to h of 1 is 1 over 2. We write h of 1 over 2. Here the function is 1, h of x equal to 1 over x plus 1. We write 1 as it is, and in replace of x, we write 1 over 2 plus 1. We write as it is. We write 1 divided by 1 over 2 plus 1 is 3 over 2, and we can write this 2 over 3. Therefore, h of 1 will be equal to 2 over 3. This is the answer. Part E, simplify 1 over f of x minus h of x. Give your answer in single fraction. Look here, f of x is 2x plus 5. We write 1 over 2x plus 5 minus h of x. H of x value is 1 over x plus 1. We write in replace of h of x is 1 over x plus 1, and we can simplify this by making the denominator same, we can make this denominator same if we multiply first fraction by x plus 1 by numerator and denominator both, and the second fraction we can, if we multiply this fraction by 2x plus 5 by numerator and denominator both, and look here, the denominator of both fraction become same. Therefore, we can subtract this numerator value is x plus 1 minus 2x plus 5, and this will be equal to x plus 1 minus 2x minus 5 over 2x plus 5 into x plus 1. We can write this x plus 1 minus 2x minus 5. This will be equal to minus x minus 4. We will multiply 2x into x and 2x into 1. We get 2x squared plus 2x. Next, we will multiply 5 into x and then 5 into 1. We get plus 5x plus 5. And we can write this minus x. 1 is a common. We write minus x minus bracket into x plus 4, and this value of denominator become 2x squared plus 7x plus 5, and this is the answer. Find j of x equal to 1 over 32. Here the j of x value is 2 power x, and we can calculate this value of x. If we substitute the g of x value here is 1 over 32, and this will be equal to 2 power x, and 1 over 32 we can write this as, and 32 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 1 over 2 power 5, and this is, we can write 1 over 2 power 5, and this will be equal to 2 power x, and we shift this value 2 power x from denominator to numerator. This become 2 power minus 5 equal to 2 power x. When the base of the function is same, therefore we can equalize the power. Therefore x equal to minus 5 will be the value of x, and this is the answer. Next is g inverse of x equal to 0. We can write this j of x equal to 2 power x, and we can write this j inverse of x equal to 0. We can write j of x equal to j of 0. When we shift this j inverse from left to right side, this become x equal to j of 0. Look here, the j of 0 will be equal to 2 power 0. This is equal to 1. Therefore, x equal to 1, and this is the solution. Question number 12. ABCD is a quadrilateral and E is a point on CD. AB 8.7, BC 11.4 centimeter, CE 10.9, angle ADE 90 degree, ABC 119, and the angle CAE 20 degree. Show that AC equal to 7.37. Look here, this is triangle ABC. In this triangle, this length AC and this length AC lie in the triangle ABC. Therefore, we will consider this triangle to calculate length AC. Look here, in this triangle AC, two sides and the angle between them is given. We have to calculate opposite side. This opposite side we can calculate by using cosine rule. According to cosine rule, this length AC square will be equal to sum of square of other two sides, BC square and AB square, and minus 2 times of these two adjacent side AB into BC into cos of angle between them. Cos B AC square will be equal to 11.4 square plus AB is 8.7 square minus 2 times of 11.4 into 8.7 into cos of 119, and this will be equal to 8 point square plus 11.4 square minus 2 into 8.7 into 11.4 into cos of 119. This will be equal to 301.816. We write here 301.816, and to calculate value of AC, we will take square root of this value, and the square root of this value will be equal to 17.3728. 17.372, and 3SF value will be 17.37. Hence, it is proved the AC is 17.37. Next part of this question here is part B, angle AEC is obtuse. Calculate angle ACE. Look here, this is the angle AEC, and we have to calculate this angle, and this length is 17.37 is already given in the question. And look here, this angle AEC exists in the triangle AEC. We will take in triangle AEC. Here are two sides given, and two sides and one angle given, and the second angle we have to calculate. When two angles and two sides relationship, in this case we will use sine rule. According to sine rule, we will take sine of AEC, our opposite side of this angle AEC. This opposite side is 17.37, equal to sine 20. This is the given angle. Our opposite side of this angle 20 degree. This side is EC, and this is 10.9. And we can write this sine AEC will be equal to sine 20 multiplied by 17.37 over 10.9. This will be equal to 0.545. We write here is 0.545. And this angle, but this angle AEC is an obtuse angle, therefore we write here is sine 180 minus angle AEC will be equal to 0.545. Now look here, this value angle AEC equal to sine inverse 0.545, and this value equal to 33.02. But this value for acute angle, this angle, let x degree be acute angle. Therefore, we write x degree will be equal to 33.02, but sine 180 minus x and sine x degree always equal. Therefore, we can write this 180 minus x is equal to AEC. Therefore, AEC will be equal to 180 minus 33.02. This is AEC angle, and this value equal to 146.98. This is obtuse value. To calculate angle ACE, the angle ACE and the angle AEC and the angle 20, the sum of interior angle of triangle, we have to calculate this angle, will be equal to 180. We write as it is, and the angle AEC here is 146.98 plus 20 equal to 180, and this ACE will be equal to 180 minus 166.98, and this will be equal to 13.02, and this is the answer. Part C, calculate the perimeter of quadrilateral ABCD. Look here, this is the quadrilateral AB, BC, and CD. A, B, C, D. This is the quadrilateral. We have to calculate the perimeter. This perimeter will be equal to sum of all sides AB plus BC plus CD, AB, BC plus CD plus DA. Look here, AB is 8.7, BC is 11.4, CD here as it is, and DA is the value of CD and DA is not given here. Firstly, we calculate the length CD. Look here, this length CD we can calculate by taking the triangle ACD. This is the right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, this length AC is given here is 17.37, and this is 90-degree angle. This angle given here is 13.02, and if the one angle and one side given, we can calculate the side of the triangle. Look here. Firstly, we calculate this length CD. The length CD in taking triangle, right angle triangle ADC. In this right angle triangle, this side AC is hypotenuse, and this DC is adjacent side to the angle. Therefore, we write cos of 13.02 will be equal to adjacent our hypotenuse. This will be equal to adjacent side here is DC, and hypotenuse here is 17.37, and cos of 13.02. This will be equal to 30 cos 13.02 multiply 17.37. This value equal to 16.92. We write here is DC 16.92. The value of DC we will write here 16.92. The value of TA we can calculate by taking this triangle again, triangle ADC. In this triangle, this right angle triangle, this side is considered as opposite side of this angle. Therefore, we write sine 13.02 will be equal to opposite side is AD. Our hypotenuse is 17.37. Therefore, we write AD will be equal to 17.37 multiplied by sine 13.02, and this will be equal to 3.91. We write 3.91, and therefore DA is 3.91, and this value is 11.4, and this is 8.7. We will add all these values. Look here, this is 8.7 plus 11.4 plus 16.92 plus 3.91. This value will be equal to 40.93, and the perimeter here is 40.93, and this is the answer.